bullseye.
What's up, guys? It's your favorite pig in space here, pigzinspaceXP, and this weekend I got to play a game, and that was extremely fun. This game was the Destiny Alpha, and it was really a great experience to play. So basically, if you guys don't know what an alpha is, basically it's before the beta, and a beta is a testing period, so the alpha is a testing period for the testing period, I guess. So for an alpha, I was really astonished at everything they got into the game. It was enjoyable. It's the first person shooter that I played, and didn't get extremely mad about until the last hour. But it was a really fun game. It's fun to play with friends. So in Destiny, for the alpha at least, there were 3 things that you could play. There was Earth, and those are your cooperative missions that you can do solo or with friends. Then there was the towers, where you go buy guns, armor, de-encrypt these engrams, which is what you get from missions. Engrams, they drop on the ground occasionally, and they contain a hidden item that when you go and decode them, you can get, a rare item or a common item. So, and then there's the Crucible, which is online, which is what I'm recording right now. So I'm going to talk a bit about items. Items are classified into different colors. White is common, so that's something that everybody can get. Green is uncommon, so it's a little, harder to find. And then blue is rare. So if you have a blue anything, it's, it's really good. And right here in multiplayer is a very OP combo. The shoddy to melee. Melee's a bit OP, but it was OP in Halo. Anyway, so I have green armor and a green shotgun, so it's uncommon, and each guns have their different power, like strength. So somebody could get the same gun as you, and you could have 63 attack and they could have 57, for example. So you can use the guns that you find, you use in the missions and online. Now the best way to make money, which are the blue quadrilaterals, blue diamonds that you see on the right side of the screen when I get a kill. Right here, you're about to see it. So right there, you see the +5 under the green circle with the white plus. That's experience, and then the blue things are the game's currency. You get the most experience and currency from doing missions with your friends, and all weapons you find in there can be used between online, or the Crucible, I should say, and Earth. So there were only 2 missions and 2 maps with 1 game mode. What I just did was a supernova. If you do the Warlock class, each class, there's 3 classes. There's Titan, Hunter, and Warlock. They all have different supernovas for when you're supercharged. You get that by filling up that blue bar. So the best way to make money is to do the missions and whatnot, and then you can get engrams from defeating bosses, and you go de-encrypt them, go into the Crucible, and everything has its own upgrade. You have 3 different grenades you can choose from. I didn't really get to experiment too much with the upgrades since it was the alpha. There weren't too many upgrades, but I actually find it really good, really pleasantly surprising that a game this good is favoring PlayStation, and I really know the backstory behind it, because when Bungie was developing Halo, Microsoft wanted that as their staple franchise, and Bungie wanted to go make Halo for PS3 because they said we can get more sales, it's not that hard to port it over, but Microsoft said no, so now they're doing PlayStation. Anyway, we're going to go on to the stuff in the game, in the alpha, that could, be an issue later on. On the map First Light, there were vehicles. Now, Vehicles dominated that map. If you could control the vehicles, you won the game without any problem. You can capture objectives on vehicles, which first of all should not even be a thing. You should not be able to capture in a vehicle. The two vehicles featured were, one was a Pike, which was a hover bike that shot plasma balls at people. It was fully automatic, and then there was an Interceptor, which is a tank. Now, the best way, I would say, is just take vehicles out altogether. But since Bungie already made the textures probably for the vehicles, I would just say lower the amount of armor on the vehicles, lower the amount of health, and lower the amount of damage done. And switch the respawn times. I think they spawned anywhere from 3 to 4 times. And no, they should only spawn twice per map. Matches are like 11 minutes. So 2 vehicle spawns in that 11-minute span. It wouldn't be too OP. But seriously, I saw somebody get in a tank, and here's a really hard thing to do, sorry to break off, is to get a double kill in this game. If you meet 2 people, it's extremely hard to get a double kill, if they're both shooting at you. It's actually really difficult, because one guy can get you so weak, and then, you know, the other guy is shooting at you as well. But anyway, somebody got in a tank one game and went on a 15 kill streak, didn't even leave the tank once, and we killed him off the tank, and then he couldn't do anything else. So if you have really bad gun skill in this game, which the game's difficult. The way the guns kick is really weird, because the back sight doesn't kick. The front sight kicks. If I pull out my assault rifle, I'll show you it. I think if I shoot here, I'll point it out. But yeah. So guns, see how the front sight hops around, but not your back. So that's what makes the game kind of difficult, if you can, you know, focus on it. But that's vehicles are what's going to make the game a tad bit OP if they do not, you know, fix it. Another thing that can be really OP, but I think that they're going to fix it because they're going to have different matchmaking. Again, you can only go up to level 8, and it was the alpha, so they probably didn't have it in. But there's armor that you can have, like, I had 153 defense, which was pretty high for the alpha. But as the game goes on and more's unlocked, there's like 200 armor that you can buy. But I think that the skill-based matchmaking will take care of that. You know, if you have a high defense, like if you have a 300 defense, let's say, hopefully they don't match you up with somebody with a 100 defense, because that just wouldn't be fair for them. If you have like a range of, let's say 100, alright, so if you have 100 defense, you should be matched up in matches with people between 0 and 100. And yeah, and then if you have 200, it should be between 100 and 300 and 200 and 3, you know, etc., or something like that. But you know, it was only the alpha, so they still have a lot of stuff to work on. Besides, you know, the little things, I'm very surprised at how well this alpha was put together. Normally there are a lot more problems in an alpha, but everything was fairly balanced. Shotguns were a little overpowered. Then again, I did have an uncommon shotgun with a very good upgrade on it, so that I can pull stuff like that and just run at them. But grenades are a bit overpowered, but I'm glad that they balanced it out. If you see, they have a recharge timer, so you don't always spawn with a grenade. So they really did a great job. Bungie did a great job at balancing everything, even for the alpha. And you know, we still have the beta that's a month away, I think. Let me check. Yeah, a month away still. So you know, there's so much to work on. And then after July, it doesn't come out until the fall. I think it's November. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. But you know, they still have time to fix everything, which is really good. You know, they did a great job with this alpha, and I had a wonderful time playing it. One night I stayed up until the sun was rising because it was so fun, and I stayed up until they shut off the servers last night. So that was really fun. I cannot wait for the beta. If you guys want beta access, you just have to pre-order the game. Pre-order it off the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Store, or go to GameStop. I'm personally going to get the digital copy, just because it's easier. Anyway, guys, I have a few more gameplays of Destiny that I will be posting. Hopefully I'll get some nice gameplays in the beta, but as always, this has been your favorite Pig in Space, pigzinspaceXP here, and I'll see you later. Hopefully I'll see you on the Destiny beta.